the year of 1995, when I was caught up between the earth and the sun, God talked to me about my transgression. And I saw God sitting in this building sun. He had crystal-like pyramids circling the throne, one around another. As far as you can see, they form a sea of glass. And the light was the moon. They going clockwise, round like living, throwing water of fire, really. And the light was just like a rainbow diamond, a lot of diamonds. You know how diamonds sparkle, but these was giant pyramids sparkling like diamonds. And it was just like a rainbow, the color of rainbow, circling around water, like circling around the throne. And there was this being sitting in the center of up on the throne. And the throne, he was from fire down and fire up like coals of fire. Well, the throne upon which he sat seemed like it was an attached on to him that he sat on, and it was like living fire as well as he sat there on that throne, and he was watching the earth doing stuff as if something was troubling him. And after seeing the glory of God, I said to him, I will write. I looked at him and I said, I will write your gospel. And he said, no, don't write my gospel. I said, I preach your gospel. He said, no, don't preach my gospel, write my gospel. And I wondered why he had called me up, because what led me to this here, after I transgressed, when the man told me God sent him out to me, I told him when I get ready for God, you not be torturing me, it seemed like, for so long. I told him, got angry with him and tried to hurt his feelings. I said, when I get ready for God, that you'll be first to know. But after they had a man with unclean lips dwelling among peoples who have unclean lips, meaning I was addicted to cocaine, had lost my job, went in tailspin on family, I was by myself. But they was trying to trap me and make it look as if I was done more than what I am, and trying to put me in prison for a long time to take my resources, or take my life, separate me, because I got hurt at the local railroad where I work, and they knew that I had a settlement, and they wanted my settlement. And this is what they do to most black people today, to keep us down, elevated down, at a standard where we would always to be able to serve them. Two things that we have in our favor, if we can overcome them. If we have a source of wealth and we can maintain that source of wealth, we're in good shape. If we are not afraid of death and we would buckle up to these people, then he can't sell us no drugs or something like that. Because when I look at it, by my drug addiction was written down in Bible prophecy over 2,000 years ago, even before the birth of Jesus Christ, and my house was recorded in Bible prophecy in Isaiah chapter 6:4-7. This was written down before Jesus even went to the cross. And it come to pass this later, because I had to go through so many transformations, because I was a witness to Jesus. So when my house was firebombed and I came back down and I talked to God, God talked to me. He called me up in the midst of heaven and told me to write his gospel. And he said he'd go walk, and he'll walk with me, go, and he'll go before me. Otherwise, he was going to prepare the way for me as I go. But as I left from him who sat on the throne, he said, I will remember you. And when I left, I seen four spirits of fire leave his right side, and they turned into 12 plagues. And from behind them came the little ball of fire, looked like the sun. Part of the sun had descended from the sun and was coming down to earth, and it came down behind me. All of these things came down behind me. But when I arrived upon the face of the earth, I found all manner of life people dead until people was breaking windows, who the few people that was living, breaking windows trying to let the powers of the air devour the flesh because there was not enough living to bear the dead. And as I looked upon the fowls, the ravens of the air, they were sitting up high on buildings and on poles, and the high just looking down as if their needs had already been fulfilled. And I said, Lord, what happened to the United States of America, you know? I left and it was in one state of being, and come back, it was in another state of being, you know? So when my spirit entered my body and I came back, I was alive and well. Well, this was part of Isaiah chapter 6, 1-13 being fulfilled. And little did I know in the next chapter, in Isaiah 6, 7, I was the attachment on to Jesus Christ. All this part I didn't know. I didn't know where I fit in power prophecy. But as things begin to unfold, these people tried to take my life, and God showed me that He had His arm around me when He delivered me. He took me to the edge and brought me back. He took me to the edge and brought me back. He took me to the edge and brought me back time and time again. I became so nervous after they had gone out of my life so many times until I said within, when they drove me out of the wilderness, I know them guys gonna shoot me with so many times with them. They know they had to have machine guns in these little black cars, 2 black cars. When they delivered me out of the hand of these people, I was so nervous until I said within myself, I will never be able to live with Him in the race again. But they drove me out into the wilderness. I live by myself. I have a better relationship with my wife separately than I had with her, because she was one of the peoples, all the people that I came with now. This is the reason I'm saying this here is the hearts of your people will turn against you when they have to value their lives against yours. Even if God would deliver them, if they do the things right. Out of fear, Satan rules, and he will dominate their lives because of the blood that we are afraid of shedding and the pain that we will endure during our suffering through this transformation. We must strengthen our faith in order to withstand the things ahead of us. They're going to come. Make no mistake about it, they're going to come. But if we go in unaware and don't pray in season, while the season is at hand, and ask God to help us and deliver us in these troubled times, without that strength of the living God, when the enemy come upon you and impose his will of hatred upon you because you serve your God, you will fail. This reason I'm talking to you. You have strength in your faith right now. So God will hear you, even though the windows and the doors of hell is closed. He will deliver you out of your destruction because of your faithfulness while you was in season. Saddam Hussein spoke to his people before they hanged him. He said, I'm done this for you. He had his integrity toward the end. God didn't have nothing against the Gentiles, but the Gentiles have something against God because they alleged they didn't know the mindset of God. They were judging what God did by the way of the flesh. God killed all the male children caused by the fallen angels to bring them up on this side of the earth to make them a part of the covenant. He spoke concerning Abraham, said Abraham served other gods on the other side of the flood. But on this